World. Hello, 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 world. Hey, guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello, World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of history. Thank you for being a part of helping me make a legacy for myself. Yes, guys, I'm so thankful that you're here. Hope you had a beautiful day. Again, I want to remind you all to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube and be sure to do so. Um, be sure to share and tell your friends all about it. Um, sometimes I do things in haste and I don't even realize what I've done. But I will correct the errors of my ways soon enough. So, how was your day, guys? Was it beautiful? It was a little rainy. I think it was raining on and off all day long today. Um, my day was okay. It wasn't amazing like it was yesterday, but it was okay. Um, I definitely, the detox that I took yesterday took full effect today for the majority of the day. But I really wanted to focus on sleeping in because I rarely do that. I wake up early every morning, even on the weekends, because I want to get to the gym early. So it was cool to just not have any particular reason to get up early and to do anything. I could have gotten up earlier. I woke up maybe, okay, so let's just say this. I was up and down a few times, but I technically woke up around 10 because I said, okay, enough already, time to get up. I wanted to do some laundry so I wouldn't have to do it tomorrow to kind of free up my schedule a little bit. So it was cool. I did my laundry for the majority of the day, only because I washed my blankets. And the blankets, they didn't necessarily take long, but I was also editing the the next hour live scene through my eyes, and I ran into a wall because my memory is full on my computer. So instead of the support team helping me through to delete some unnecessary files, they consistently keep wanting me to buy an external drive. So I'm not going to bother with them anymore. I'm going to just go ahead and buy the external drive and call it a day. And then I shouldn't have any problems until the external drive is full. And then I'll have to get more drive and more memory when they could have easily helped me with something. So I just welcome everyone to the chat. Tell me how your day was. So far, mine was good. I went to the gym today, never miss a day. As often as I can, I go. I don't go every day. But I did go. I did go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. Now, let me tell you this though. On Thursday and Friday, I really didn't work out hard. Well, actually, yeah, Thursday I worked out hard, but Friday I didn't really work out hard because I just took it real easy. And Saturday, ooh, that was that day when I met up with some of the ladies at the gym and then we did a circuit. It was amazing. I told you guys about that. But it was fun. Sunday, again, I took it very easy. I didn't really do much, but I did like I said, I ran into some people that I enjoy seeing, and it really made my day. So I definitely had a great weekend and week so far. Today, again, I went to the gym and I ran into people that I enjoy speaking with and talking to and working out with. It was definitely a great time. So yes, that was my day in a nutshell. You guys will see the next episode of Our Lives seen through my eyes probably closer to the end of the week because I need to buy the external drive. I'm not going to call the support team anymore because I don't want to get that push around, even though I know they can give me the simple answer. Why I didn't write the instructions down? Because they tried to loop me through this long, exaggerated way. So it was hard to follow and to follow the steps. So they got me. Anyway, today's topic is about random acts of kindness or just acts of kindness in general. How many of you actually do acts of kindness on a daily basis? Do you recall? Excuse me while I eat my daily routine. How many how many of you have been recipients of random acts of kindness? Hey Jackie, girl, good to see you. Nice. So tell me, talk to me. Have you done or are you the recipient of these acts of kindness? I'm so glad to see you here. Made my day. So I feel like I've given a lot of acts of kindness and I've received acts of kindness as well. Um, and, I appreciate them more now. Like, for example, hey, girl, both. It feels really good. Yes. So, Jackie, I'm going to use you as an example. So, my birthday this year came. And Jackie, who I don't get to talk to every day, she actually texted me. And the fact that she remembered or even reached out to say happy birthday to me, that was amazing. And to me, that was an act of kindness. And it really made an impression. I still remember it to this day. I'm so thankful that you took your time out of your day just to say hello to me. I appreciate it. Um, Yes, it was really cool. It was nice to hear from you and then some other people that I don't talk to every day either. Um, Shame on the ones that I used to talk to all the time, didn't even think about me, but you did, so I'm thankful. Um, so what kind of acts of kindness have you done? Me, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't really like to like gloat about it. Really, I don't like to like put too much emphasis on the things that I do because I feel like we should be doing them anyway. Um, but a simple act of kindness, I think, is for me for what I've done for someone is probably just encourage them. Oh, today. So today when I was at the gym, the girl that was right next to me, she was struggling through finishing up her, the routine. And so I said, no, 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 no. I told her what my secret was to finish a routine. And then I said, we're going to do this together. So I guess that's an act of kindness because we ended up pushing each other. So you see what happens when, you know, y- she's a perfect stranger. I've never met her before this day. And you see what happens when you step out of your comfort zone and just speak to someone and they can turn out encouraging you more than you could have imagined. So that was an act of kindness. And because I knew she was doing it, it kind of pushed me more like, Joy, you got this. So I started doing we both did, but more so I started putting a little bit more energy into the exercises that I really wasn't putting energy into because I knew that she was depending on me and I was depending on her so we could finish this all together. So it was cool. Um, Another act of kindness, I feel like with my company, Be the Difference, uh, I donate to charity. So I think that's an act of kindness. I don't have to donate anything. This is a LLC, it's a for profit company. So I don't have to do anything like that. But I felt in my heart that I love babies. I love the cause. I love that it's local to New Jersey. And why not help? You know what I mean? So it may not be a lot of money all the time because, I don't get purchases on a daily basis. So whatever purchases for that month, I donate to charity. 10%. That's right. 10% of that goes to charity. What else is a random act of kindness? Um, you know, Being kind to my parent, my dad. That I don't think that's a random act of kindness, but as we get older, we don't have to be. So he asked me the other day to help him, pick up his car that was in another town. So I could have easily said no because I was about to do something for myself. And I said, no, you know what? My dad always does everything for me, at the drop of a dime. So I wanted to match him and drop whatever I was doing to help him out. And I'm glad that I was able to help him out because otherwise, he would have had to wait maybe to pick up his car. So, just little things like that at work. Oh yeah, also too for my birthday. Again, I'm not trying to say these things because I'm gloating. It's just we're just talking about it. Jackie says holding the door for the elder. Yes, all the time. Helping moms with holding their. Oh yeah, that's so cute. Oh, or writing something down. Anything that I'm able to do where I can recognize. Oh, girl, yes, I love it. This is very true. Yes, 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 yes. That's what we're supposed to do, guys. This is what makes the human experience a real experience. Not a quote unquote real experience, but a real experience. This is what we were created to do. And I mean, like, I feel like that deeply heart in my heart that, maybe that's just my opinion, but I feel like the human experience that we are all generally going through these days is not optimal at all. Imagine if we consider these acts of kindness what these are gestures that are supposed to be a part of our life. Like it shouldn't be like, oh, this is what I did as an act of kindness. No, you're right, Jackie. These are the things that we need to do on a daily basis, no matter what. Just because we're females doesn't mean we have to wait for a man to open the door. You never know. The man that you open the door for may be physically unable to do so or he may be tired. Who knows? But generally, yes, let the man open the door. But it doesn't hurt sometimes to open the door for a guy. Whatever. Not taking away from their machismo, but it's just being kind. Definitely helping the elderly because remember they were young at one point, and the things that we do today will recycle for whatever we do in the future. So you treat people kindly today, your future is always going to have kindness at the end of that. That's how I believe, So we definitely should make little investments. It's a satisfying feeling to be a part of a love act or act of kindness. It's very true. It's very true. And to those who may be watching that have never experienced that or have been the person to give that experience to someone, I suggest you let the pride go and just do it. Because a lot of times we allow fear, and not necessarily that you're a selfish person, but it could be that you allow fear to interfere with something that you really feel like you want to do for someone else because you think, oh, maybe they might think you're weird or whatever. So what if they think you're weird? And you never know. You're the only person that may think you're weird. It's human nature. I think once we get down to what the fundamental roots of being a human and how we treat each other, then those roots will be so strong because we're the roots now, right? And everything that grows from us, which are the people that experience us and the people that are recipients of our kind-hearted nature, then they'll start doing that. Then they become our fruit. See, they become our fruit and our new branches, and they become very strong branches because we keep on feeding them with good fruit and good soil. So yes, we are the foundation, people. We are definitely the foundation. As I say, hello world is not just about something that we just talk about and have fun for the evening. No, this is something that we do on a daily basis, right? So whatever we learn together, because remember, just because I talk most doesn't mean that I'm not learning. But whatever we take from here is what we need to do and put to work. I don't come on here to be in vain and just to have everyone have a great experience or for me to have a great experience like yeah, that was a nice episode. Like that's not my purpose. My purpose for us is to change. And I truly believe that there is a possibility that our whole entire world can be 90% positive and 10% negative. Because I guess without the negative, then you wouldn't have a reason to want to be positive, right? That would become boring, whatever. But that's what life is. We balance it, right? But I feel like right now, this is the balance that we're living. But we need to bring it back up to like at least here so we can teeter a little bit. Let us all have great experiences, you know? So, I can't wait for the day that this particular episode becomes like that's a cliche, you know? Pay it forward. That's right. That's right. And it doesn't even have to be something big. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like, oh, somebody bought me a car and now I feel like I need to pay it. No, it's as simple as someone saying hello and smiling to you. That right there, I'll give you an example. Like, I think I told this once before in back when I first started, but I remember one day it was a hard day at work and I literally was at a stop sign and I couldn't help it. I started crying. I was crying. And then a woman was crossing the street. I swear this had to be an angel, but let's just leave it as a woman was crossing the street. She looked directly in my eyes and just smiled. And it was something about her smile that made me feel like joy, everything is all good. So I say that to say, even a smile, you don't even know what you smiling to another person down the street could do for them. I don't know if she saw that I was crying or not. And I don't even know if she knew that she was smiling at me when I was hurting most. But the point of the matter is, she did what she did, and I was a recipient of it, and it made me feel so good. So she didn't even have to say, "Hi, is everything okay?" She didn't have to do anything like that. Her act was smiling. So, guys, let's smile more because you have no idea how effective your smile can be for someone else, even if they don't give you a reason or give you like, oh wow, you really made my day, even if you don't even get the opportunity to stay there long enough to get the response. Just know that as long as and then also it boosts your day. So just know that as long as you are doing what your heart is telling you to do, of course in good ways, if your heart is really telling you to do something, then do it. Don't allow, oh, well, maybe I'll be bothering someone. No, don't allow that to happen because you never know that they may be needing you. You may be the answer to that question. You may be the answer to that problem. You may be the answer to that hurt and don't even know it. So these acts of kindness could be a lifetime of us doing things. Let's do an act of kindness daily until it becomes our routine. Amen. Exactly. We are on the same page. You know, definitely. I definitely agree with that. We definitely need to just continue to do stuff for people. And again, we don't need also to whoever may be watching, if you're watching for the first time, we don't need to have praise for doing something good. You really don't. Because then if you need that kind of praise, then where's your motivation? What is your motivation for doing that? You know, like a lot of the things that I do for people, I'm motivated because I see that they're hurting. I could see that. And I just want them to feel good. I want them to have a good day. I want them to experience half of what I get to experience on a daily basis. Maybe they don't have to live their life like me. It doesn't matter. But like I just want them for that moment just to feel like somebody cares. Somebody somebody is caring enough to see you where you are and to recognize that you need something and to be there. That's what motivates me. Because again, and that comes from the times when I was in need and didn't have anybody. I never ever want anybody to feel those experiences that I had. That's why I go so hard for what I do for other people because I don't want anybody to feel that extreme loneliness that I had felt during whatever experience it was. Me feeling lonely, yeah, I'm human, guys. Not currently, but in the past, yes. So Don't think that I'm an extraordinary person because of the things I do. It's not. It's because of past experiences that hurt me that I don't want other people to experience. Because I know if it hurt me and if the way I felt, I don't want them to feel half as bad as how I felt. So if I could intervene in that, I will do so. That's my motivation because I don't want anybody to hurt as badly as I had at one point. Maybe some people are hurting now. Uh, but just know if you are hurting now, just know that we're here for each other. There are people who truly care about you, and they could be perfect strangers. You don't have to worry always about your immediate circle, family, friends, loved ones to always get it because they see you all the time. So they may not be able to understand. But then you have strangers who may understand more. So don't be afraid to, be on the receiving end if someone is truly trying to be nice to you. A lot of times, a lot of times we allow pride to get in the way of receiving as well. I'll give you an example of even me, because I can only speak from my experience since you guys haven't really chimed in on that, except for you, Jackie. But so I went on vacation earlier this year, and a friend of mine went with me. So he was like, "Hey, whatever you don't have, I got you." And I was too afraid to be like, allow him to do anything for me. Um, I don't know. I was just letting that get in my way. But then eventually I just let him do it. And it was okay. Because me allowing him to let him do what he wanted to do was making him happy as well. Sometimes we just have to let people do things for us, regardless of whether we think that, it's gonna cost too much or it's going to make them go out of their way. Because sometimes people going out of their way is what they want to do for you. So we have to be willing to receive. No matter what, don't worry about where the person is in life or if it's going to cost them too much. Don't worry about what's in somebody else's pocket. You have no idea. That's not up to you. What is up to you is to receive whatever blessing that is in store for you. And again, we don't have to always get blessings the way that we think it should be because we always have this picture in our mind of what a blessing is supposed to be and how we're supposed to receive it. And that's when we're ready to receive it. When it could be as simple as a dog coming up to your leg and rubbing your leg. And that could have been a blessing right there. But no, you didn't want it in that way. You were thinking of it as something else. So don't allow. Oh, a very good friend once told me, don't block your blessing. I'm glad you allowed that blessing to be followed through. Thank you. Yes, you're right. You can't block your blessings because, again, I feel like we as humans and then also our personalities come into effect too. Like we presume that things are supposed to happen a certain way because we have very artistic minds. You know what I mean? Our brains go all the way left and right a lot of times. So we think that life is supposed to be experienced a certain way. And then when it doesn't go according to our plans, then, you feel disappointed. But maybe the best way that your life is supposed to be is the unplanned way that you had no idea was going to make you have the better result than you had could have ever anticipated. Sometimes I think we underestimate the power of babies and children. I mean, when you see that big old juicy smile with no gums, how could you not allow that to make your day feel better? I'm not talking about the times when they're screaming and hollering because nobody wants that. But I mean, it's as simple as that. You know, you know what happened today to me too. I was driving and I saw the cutest little thing. This little kid, struggling with the little umbrella, couldn't. couldn't be no more than 3 years old, walking hand in hand with their mom with the umbrella. I thought that was so cute, and that made my day. Just enjoying simple pleasantries of this world. Look around more. Start paying attention to your surroundings. There's so much and so many things that could make you happy if you only paid attention to outside of what's going on in your world. There's so many joyous things. Look at the trees. Did you guys notice the cherry blossoms? If there's any around you, how beautiful the color is, how radiant they are. Simple pleasantries. That's a blessing. I know I keep I know I keep sounding like a broken record, but an act of kindness that we can give to this world because it's Earth Day, right? Is to appreciate and to take care of it. Don't throw your garbage on the ground and expect somebody else to pick it up later because they have a job. That's not up to them. You need to nurture and care for the earth. And you wonder why there's so many tsunamis and earthquakes and stuff like that. We're not doing our part. Which the earth is just regurgitating the garbage that we keep giving it. You ever thought about that? Take care of your streets. Take care of your vehicles. Make it run optimal so that it saves some more of our ozone layer. Maybe if you have a smoking addiction, cut it out. Oh, I'm glad you joined for that because I had no idea what I was going to talk about until like 2 minutes before I turned it on. But like another thing too, another act of kindness. We have electricity. Thank God. A lot of places in the world, they do not have electricity. So when it gets dark, it just is dark. So if you are not in a room and you have the light on, turn it off. If you are not using your microwave or things that don't necessarily need to be plugged in, unplug them. This is how you save electricity and energy. You say, oh, it's just me. Well, imagine if that's multiplied by everyone else. You know how much energy we could be saving and how much money you could also be saving because of that? These are different ways that you can say thank you to this earth and preserve it, help preserve it. Yes, it's very simple. These are simple things that we can do on a daily basis. That's part of going green. I guarantee you there's only two lights on, and the other light that's shining down on me is connected to the computer. And right now I'm going to unplug it because it's at 100%. So now I'm just going to let the battery from the computer work, and the webcam is connected to the computer. So now all of the energy is into this one battery, not the outlet. I'm trying. When you have, oh, here's another thing too. Um, you know how we get glass jars from the supermarket? Instead of throwing them away, turn them into glasses to drink out of. Why not? You guys see me drinking out of a mason jar that used to be olives. And I say, you know what? Why should I throw it away? I can reuse this. I'll recycle. So I recycled that glass. I've had that glass for about 3, 4 years now. Oh, I'm corny. So what? I know I'm saving the environment by drinking out of glass. It's healthier for you too. Yeah, this is a plastic bottle, but I was at my dad's house, so he has water, and that's all I try to drink. Um, and another thing too, what we could do, just by maybe growing our food, maybe walking when you don't have to necessarily drive. Now that right there is a challenge for me because I drive. I'm a driver. I like to go from point A to point B in my own time, but I don't necessarily have to drive all the time. Jackie says, I believe we are people that can adapt and adjust. So I'm all for getting rid of the things that harm our earth. Go ahead, girl. See, if we all did our part, imagine. Maybe we wouldn't have to mass produce so much. And then those companies wouldn't have to cut corners as much to make more, to give us little, to basically charge more. Imagine that, guys. We could be saving valuable dollars, even down to the animals. Maybe don't eat meat. If you're a meat eater, maybe don't eat meat as much. You guys will learn a little bit once I get that video uploaded. You will learn a little bit about, ways you can, eat healthier and preserve your life a little bit more gracefully. Now, I want to preserve my life as long as I can, but as preserving it to my optimal, as healthy as I can. I want to live each day as healthy as I can, where I don't have aches and pains and I'm not worrying about a diagnosis. Those are things that I don't want to have to worry about. So if it just takes a little bit of me just cutting back on certain things, then I'm all for it, because I want to enjoy this gift of life that I've been given. Again, like I said, whoever you believe in, your creator, God, whatever, the universe, whatever you believe in, because I don't want to step on anybody's toes. But whatever you believe in, I'm saying thank you. And by me saying thank you, I'm going to take care of this body as much as I can. So for me, I stopped eating meat because it just disgusted me. I believe that there's some cloning going on, and, there's blood going on in cloning. And it's always been a thing with me and blood and ingesting it. So if it's from a clone thing, then I feel like there's too much manipulation going on, and then that's going to manipulate in my body, and I don't want that. So that's my reasoning as to why I don't eat meat. Now, whether I know I eat meat or not, sometimes I don't know. If only when I go to a restaurant, I really wouldn't know, because they cross contaminate stuff. You're not in the kitchen, so you just don't know. So when I'm eating out, I don't know if I'm eating, stuff that I order completely. So yeah, imagine if we cut back a little bit on the meat. So I was saying that to say that maybe then more of our animals can grow on a regular basis, in a regular way, instead of in a regular and healthy way, instead of be pumped with all these hormones, so they can hurry up and grow, so they can get on our tables. What's wrong with having veggies majority of the week, and maybe treat yourself to a meat meal once a week? What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that. If anything, vegetables will help feed your body better, right? It's light, it's airy, it's got a lot of nutrients in it. So what's wrong with that? That right there will help our world, definitely. With the mass production, it'll definitely slow things down a lot. How about making your car more efficient? Instead of driving it down to the bare bones, take it to its regular oil change, so that it's not smoking, so that you can enjoy it longer. Simple things, guys. These are acts of, in my opinion, these are acts of kindness. Because when you show more care and concern for the things that you already own, you're telling the universe, God, again, whoever you believe in, that you're ready for more and that you can handle more. I'm ready. Give me more. I'm caring for the things that I have. So yeah, pile on all the blessings, all you want. If it only means for me to appreciate what I currently have and take care of what I have to get more, I'm doing it. I suggest you all too, because there are so many things that life has to offer. If only we would just care for what we have. Why do you deserve to have anything more if you don't care for what you currently have? Think about it, guys. What right do we have to demand for more if we don't even care for what we have? Makes sense, doesn't it? Even with the things that we drink. Like, do you necessarily need to drink soda all the time? No. What benefits does soda have for your body, nutritional wise? I don't think I've heard of anything nutrition wise that is beneficial. And what about the juices we drink? You think it's nutritious? Not really. Why don't you just make your own juice? Right? So that means now you have to spend a little bit more time taking care of yourself, right? Because you have to spend time to create the juice and let it purify over time, right? What's wrong with that? Instead of using the white sugar, we could use agave sugar, all these natural things, and then let your juice marinate for days and drink that. These are things that show that we want to preserve, right? It's not insta. Just because it's made doesn't mean we have to take it or drink it, you know? And we're human beings, right? We grow, it takes time to grow. So why can't we allow our food to take time to nourish us instead of like stuffing us, you know? Random acts of kindness, acts of kindness. Here's another one. How many of you have done your vision boards? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm going to keep on bothering you about the vision board all the time. A vision board, if you've never heard of a vision board, it's just a plain piece of paper. Doesn't matter what color it is. You can put pictures on there, and these are pictures of things that you want. Pictures, words, different things. You look at that vision board every day. One, it cuts away time from worrying because you're too busy worrying. Well, not worrying. You're too busy focusing on something that is going to make your life better, enhancing it. Two, your vision board will help you become organized. Eh? How many of us need organization in our lives? Because now we have those various things that we need to, the goals that we're setting, because that's all a vision board it is just a goal setting objective. When you're too busy setting goals, prioritizing your time, focusing on yourself and feeding yourself the nutrients and also emotional things, where do you have time to worry? The unhealthy worry I'm talking about, the things that will stress you out, cause ulcers and disease. Where do you have time to do all of that if you're too busy focusing on doing good for yourself and the people around you? I'm telling you, I have three vision boards, two that are stuck to my wall that I look at as often as possible, one that I keep in my pocket and I write on every single day. I am happy to say that a few of my goals have come to face, to surface. And I'm very happy about that. So that tells me that I need to keep on doing it. And I hope that encourages you to start one if you don't already have one. And I hope that we are all putting in the effort to have a little bit of me time. Yes, you all deserve it, parents, single people, all of us deserve to have at least an hour to yourself where you don't be bothered by anyone or anything. What, are you afraid to be by yourself, alone with nothing going on, nobody else around you? Are you afraid to look at yourself? Now, if you are, then that means you don't know, I have a clue about who you are. You don't know where you want and what you want. And then people wonder why they never know what they want because they don't even know how to focus on themselves. not even for a little bit. Just remember to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on your notification bells. The YouTube is Be the Difference Clothing. That way, you know when I come on. But either way, I am on here every single night between 7 and 9. That is actually the start time, either between 7 and 9. If you don't see me between those hours, then I probably wasn't on. But because you guys have been dedicated to me and I dedicate my time with you because I think it's important, it boosts me up and I hope it boosts you up. So that's why I'm here and I'm motivated to be here every night, unless I have to work overnight. But yeah, guys, if you are afraid to spend an hour by yourself, just enjoying your presence, then that means you've never given yourself opportunity to know who you are. Do it now. Don't be afraid. The biggest fear is ourselves. I remember wondering what my purpose was. I used to get afraid because I never knew. I never knew what my purpose was. And it would make me anxious to think of it because guess what? That meant that I had to spend time figuring out what does joy like? What does joy want? Once I figured it out, that's why you have me here. That's why you have the quotes that make you say, "Oh, book." You know what, too? I'm going to flip through to see what we have here. Now, mind you, I also have another talk show that I'm on. It's called the Jenny and Joy Show. We have an inspirational moment where we take a page from this book. I flip it like this, and whatever page it opens up to is what I read. Ah, consider your health like money in your bank account. Make daily deposits, not withdrawals. Come on now. You did not see me look through to find this. We are talking about this very thing right now. Isn't it amazing how everything ends up relating to each other? I had no idea. Look, I'll show you. This is the page that I read. Consider your health like money in your bank account. Make daily deposits, not withdrawals. This is the page that I opened up. I just went like that. So, guys, that just says that our conversation is valid, our conversation is necessary, and our conversation needs for us to change, including myself, because I'm nowhere near perfect. I don't want to be perfect because I think perfect is just this man made thing that has no value, will only stress you out to try to attain, and makes you miss the whole point of living. The point of living, in my opinion, is that we take care of each other, is that we have experiences that just make life memorable. Because what do we have? Monetary things don't last, but experiences and memories do. And if you're lucky enough, you don't get Alzheimer's, so those memories go away. It also goes back to the legacy conversation that we had the other night. Let your legacy be something that people will talk about for years to come. Let it be that good where they're still learning from what you implanted in someone else. Isn't that amazing? Don't you think that's amazing to be able to say that when you pass on from this life, that you had a part in making hundreds of other people while you're dead just want to live a better life? Doesn't that make you feel like life is worth living and giving yourself a chance to know what your purpose is, to know what legacy you want to leave, to understand what life is about, to understand that we're here to help each other and to love each other, not harm? Doesn't that make you feel good? Or at least attempt to want to feel good? Nothing that we do on Hello World is by chance anymore. I don't believe so. I believe that, you guys, you have no idea. You guys encourage me all the time because by you guys chatting and interacting and watching and sharing these videos, it just tells me that what I'm doing is okay and it's helping. And that's part of my purpose is to help others. Truly. Nobody's paying me to be on here. Would I like to be paid? Of course. It's nice to get a little bonus here and there, but my bonus is emotionally filled when you guys are here, when you guys comment, when you guys tune in. It just tells me that I'm encouraging you, you're encouraging me, and that we are actually living life the way it's supposed to be. Not like getting stuck on, watching entertainment on television so much so all the time. Like you can do that once in a while, but the human interaction is something that no one can replace. No live TV can replace that with you being able to communicate with somebody. So, what act of kindness do you want to impart in this world? How about this, like Jackie was saying earlier? Instead of it being an act of kindness, how many of us are ready to make this a routine, part of your DNA, so that if you do have children, it becomes part of their DNA because we pass on things. Oh, yeah. Every single thing we do is planting a seed, good or bad. It's up to us to decide whether we want to be on the good side or on the bad side. But I think enough of us are already on the good side, but we just need to wake up and start showing everyone our true colors. If you've never learned anything from tonight, just know that it's our time to get out there and be effective. We're inundated with too many things that just bring us down all the time. But it's time for us to rise up. This is the war that everyone is talking about. The war isn't something that we're fighting for justice or freedom. No, the war is making sure people understand what life is supposed to be truly about, how we truly can live and not necessarily need all of these monetary things to help us have a beautiful life. It enhances life, yes, but you can have a beautiful, prosperous, productive life with just understanding who you are and being able to be effective with the people around you. I guarantee you, it makes me feel great. So, guys, I am so appreciative of you being here with me. Thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining in the chat. Jackie, this better not be the last time I see you out here. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. You really have no idea. Hello, world was something I was afraid to do, but I'm here. And I'm thankful that you guys approve. So I hope you have a beautiful evening, a beautiful rest of your night, a wonderful week, a joyous time. Be effective. Write your vision boards. Spend time with yourself. Get to know who you are. Know your purpose. Those are the ways that you can understand your purpose is spending time with yourself, getting to know who you are, getting to know what makes you be a productive person in your community, being able to share with others, being able to do something good for them, showing gratitude, caring for our world, caring for the people around you. So, thank you guys. I love you. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow.